Welcome to the Kellyanne Cares podcast, your go-to resource for personal growth, productivity, and building a business that aligns with your purpose. I'm Kelly, former pro makeup artist and luxury travel expert turned multi-passion entrepreneur, author, and advocate. I'm here to help you get organized, stay inspired, and create lasting success on your terms. Every episode brings raw, unfiltered conversations around habits, healing, hustle, and heart. You'll hear from expert guests and everyday women who've built lives and businesses filled with meaning, magic, and momentum. Whether you're pivoting your brand, launching a new idea, or simply craving more wellness and structure in your day, this podcast was made for you. Life is short. Invest in yourself, create your own rules, and choose your own happiness. It's time to fuel your mind, build your brand, and transform your life. Today's episode starts now. Hello. It's time. It's time to tell you what I've been working on and what is to come. I'm so excited to have you here with me. I'm going to try to make this episode as short as possible, but I just want to give a shout out to Sprouts because they have a cherry vanilla creamer. Actually, I need to give a shout out to one of my besties, Zobi, first, because he's the one that sent me this TikTok of this girl getting her Fountain Diet Coke and adding, was it Fountain or regular crispy can? I can't remember. But getting this cherry vanilla creamer from Sprouts and adding it into her Diet Coke. I've been drinking this almost every single day for like 3 weeks now. But I also have dark cherry bourbon coffee. So I'm having that with double espresso cubes in my beverage at this moment. So shout out to Sprouts for creating something magical for my delicious beverages. But also shout out to Zobi. Do you have one of those best friends where it's so crazy because like I saw him more when I lived in San Diego than I live like 10 miles away from him now in Vegas, which is awful. So we're going to get into a whole friendship episode later on in this season because I have experts coming on. Thank God, because, you know, I'm not. But you just always know like who your tight group of friends are. And I feel like that's why I'm in Vegas because I needed this chapter of going through more grief and healing and health and heartache and all of that. And I needed to be closest to my friends, and my friends are my family. So even though I don't see him all the time, like we just always know, like we'll pick something up and we'll help each other. Like it's just, I hope that you have friends like that because those are the ones that have carried me through. Like he was with me all the time after chemo treatments. He's always been there for me. And I feel like I haven't been. So this is my season of getting my shit together and being more for my other friends other than the ones like literally on my street who I live with and around the corner. I feel like I have been focusing so much on myself, which sometimes you have to do to get through like a chapter of grief and heartache and heal. And now I'm healing. So I think it's time to get my shit together. And by that, I mean, focus more on my show, focus on developing more shows, creating my books, coloring books. Like I've had so many projects just sitting and I haven't been able to work on them because I'm not sure if you know this from my social media, but I've been running a summer camp. So by that, I mean, I watch my friends' kids during the week and then I invite my other friends' kids over. So sometimes I have 2 to 7 campers and don't get me wrong, like I fucking love it. Like I love having educational hour, free time, which is an iPad because I need to use my own brain and actually work. And then like we make delicious treats. We go swimming. We do arts and crafts. Excuse me, I have hiccups. We do workouts, which I've been slacking on my yoga stretches, but all the things. And I'm ready for my time to be solo and create and continue and launch everything I've been working on. So I'm just going to dive right into everything that's going on personally and professionally and what you can expect from the show because it's a lot. So first of all, I rewrote that intro like 100 times because I just like wasn't hitting. And then when I found the music, which I've used before, I'm like, this is it. This is the next chapter of helping other people level up. And I always say this, like you always have to do the work on yourself first before you help anybody else. And I need a sip of this dark cherry bourbon, cherry vanilla iced coffee because I'm losing my voice already. So personally, I have been triggered by so many things over, I'd say like the last few months about getting older and aging and getting pregnant and having a family and like just aging, gray hair, not necessarily, and honestly, like how I look, like body dysmorphia is like a big thing and a big trigger. And seeing people that I grew up with having kids graduating from college, but I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going through menopause right now, or if I can still have a baby, or if I'm going to go through the adoption process again and start a family. Like, that's a lot, especially when you're trying to heal and you're going through a grief chapter of your life. And I think that's why I know that's why, like, it's so hard to show up for people, because I have to do the work first. I tell this to everybody I meet, and to you listening, and to anybody online that follows me. I wrote about this in my book. Like, if you have something to accomplish, like, you have to get up earlier and do everything you want for yourself first, so that you're the best version of yourself, so that you can help others in the best way possible. Here's a prime example. I got up early to record the show for you. I have to launch an e-commerce site for a client I'm going to tell you about in a second, because it's amazing. And to do all these things, that before I finish all of these, basically like feng shuiing the hell out of my friend's house and getting rid of clutter so that she can start a fresh new school season with less shit and just feel like at home and a brand new vibe, and it's the new school year and her kids' rooms and like all this stuff. And I knew that I was going to do this. Like, literally, it's an all-day project. I've already done it all weekend, and we have one more day to finish. But I had to wake up earlier for myself to have my own time to record this show for you, launch my client's podcast, do my sound bath, do my vibrating session, drink my delicious double espresso cherry dark bourbon vanilla coffee, and do all the things so I can be the best version for her to help her. And also, don't even try to tell me that I cannot get so excited about a DIY, decluttering, organizing situation. I'm so excited. I only have like 4 things to do in the kitchen, but then it's rooms. So maybe I'll document it. But sometimes when you're just like in the moment, this happened when my friend was making this like delicious, she made a vegan New England clam chowder, which if you don't know, I'm from New England, but I don't eat seafood, but I know exactly what it should smell like, the texture and all the things. And she got a 10 out of 10 for that, because it looked and smelled legit the same, and it was 100% vegan. She didn't document anything. I had to document it for her after the fact. I was like, now you understand, like, when you're in the moment, like, I love going live with my recipes, and I have a recipe book, and I'm creating, and that's like my happy place, especially when I have like mental health situations going on. I just want to cook, and that's like my therapy. But when you're in the moment, you make like the best recipe ever. Like, you just forget. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. To film it. And it's like, I've taken breaks from like filming content, and now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to film. But with me personally, like, my business is creating content. So whether that's with the podcast or filming, because I work with so many brands, and sending out messages and trying to help other people on the internet and my community and my agency members and all of that, like, you get burned out. So because I'm not on my own like consistent schedule throughout the summer, it was really hard to like show up for myself and then show up for others. And now I'm back because so much has happened. I'm healing. My health is better. I'll go into like more of that on another show. But I just wanted to tell you that, like, if you're going through it, whether it's friendships, family, health, business, like, everybody is going through something. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter where you live. None of that matters. I've connected with the most incredible people on the internet that are complete opposite of me or the same. And we're going through it. And those are the types of people that you need to hold on to, because my friends in real life that have known me for like over a decade, they can't comprehend, if they don't work on the internet, how I have like the closest friends of mine like online that like I've never met. I was in the car yesterday trying to explain this to my best friend's kids, and they're like, but you've never met her? And I'm talking about my friend Arouge. Hi, Arouge. She's the one that did my new podcast artwork. She's amazing. And we're just like online best friends, and we have been for like almost 10 years. I think we met in a fucking Facebook group. I don't even know. But we've just gone through so much health shit, heartache, business. Like, we're just always there for each other. We've never met in real life. It feels like we have, because we're on FaceTime all the time. Oh, a hummingbird. Drink for the hummingbirds. Every time I see a hummingbird, I'm doing a shot of coffee. Anyway, so there's Zoe, there's a Rouge, there's Carolina, there's Minnie, there's Michelle, there's, oh my God, there's just so many people I want to give shout outs to because everybody's going through something right now, but I always want to be the friend to like support everyone. And Monique is a friend of mine that does hair braiding in Las Vegas. So if you're in Las Vegas and you need braids done, haircuts done, all of that, like let me know and I'll actually put her information in the show notes. Michelle is my friend that's a first grade teacher, her very own classroom this year. And she has an Amazon wish list. Like if you want to help her clear it, that will be in the show notes. My friend Mindy as well. I met them through my best friend. They're all baseball moms. So if you're wondering why I was in California for a week, I became a baseball mom for like the week. I was in an Airbnb with 20 people. It was insane, but it was so fun. But I definitely missed that fresh air and ocean vibes of sunny California, 70 degrees. Actually, it was like 85 when we were there. It's like hot. But I have a very tight circle of friends for a reason. And it's hard. Like when I see other people online, they have like these big groups of like 20 friends. And I'm like, I've had that. But like when you get older, again, like a trigger, like your close friends get tighter. And all of my friends are here in Vegas. And I may not see them every day, but like we'll talk, we'll message, whatever. And that's okay. So if you're going through like friendship situations, like it's okay. Like sometimes I don't talk to like Monique, for example, like I won't talk to her for like 2 weeks and then we just like, it's fine. But cause we're just like running around like crazy. And Zoe, another example, like I haven't seen him in months and that's my bad. Cause I should be like, hey, let's hang out. But I don't because I'm exhausted and I'm like trying to work on myself to be a better friend. But I should be texting like, hey, hope you have a great day. You know, like things like that. And I'm just laying this all out right now so that you understand like, it's okay to like have waves of friendships, waves of business, waves of entrepreneurship. Like you're going to pick up the pieces and it's okay to start over. It's okay to rebrand, and that's your personal life and your professional life. It's totally fine. There's no rules. I always say this to my clients since day one of podcasting in 2017. There's no rules in podcasting. You can have any kind of show you want. You can create any kind of show you want. As long as you're doing it from a place of service, like you want to make people laugh. You want to help people in their business. Like you want to share like the best, like thrillers on Netflix. Like no matter what category of podcast or what type of business you have, like you're doing it to help people. You're doing it to provide a program, a product, a service, something that you like. And then later on you can monetize if you want. Or if you're doing it strictly to monetize, be smart about it, you know? And that's what this whole show is going to be about, because I want to help you with your mind and your body, specifically like mental health. I'm going to bring on more experts with that. All the skincare, the supplements, everything I'm currently obsessed with, like beauty and skincare over 40, supplements for women over 40, like perimenopause, premenopause, like all of that. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a member of the We Do Not Care Club. And if you don't know what that is, you need to go on TikTok and just look it up, because we do not care over 40. And it is hilarious. I've met the best group of women online from the We Do Not Care Club. And I just don't give a shit anymore, because I know that I was given a second chance at life in order to revamp my life and revamp my business. And I've done this multiple times already. So I can be the best person to help other people do the same for themselves. This is why I know I go through things like when everybody says like, why is this happening to me? I used to say this, like, this always fucking happens to me. Why is this happening to me? Or a friend will say that. And now I'm like, okay, this is happening for me so that I can help somebody else become the best version of themselves, or have a better business, or have a new business idea, or anything that they're trying to create. Like, just fucking make it happen. I do things very quickly sometimes. And it's so funny because I have a client and she's like rushing to do something. And I'm telling her, no, like just wait. Like, let's just wait a couple days. And I'm like laughing inside at the same time. I'm like, oh my God, I'm her. Like I always do that shit. Like, why are you trying to rush it? And I'm like, oh my God, am I talking to her or myself? Like, it's just so funny how like things circle back to you. I don't know. I need another sip because we're getting into more of what's to come from this show regarding business, entrepreneurship, just all the things. Like, I want this show to be where you come to just get schooled, but like in a fun, healthy way. Like, listen to it when you work out. Listen to it when you wake up and you're making coffee, or when your kids go off to school, or when you have a long drive, or if you just need somebody to make you laugh or make you cry, or like make you know, like make you realize like you're not alone in this. Because I can tell you for a fact how many times, like more than 20, where I thought that I was all alone and I just wanted to end it all. And that's not good. And luckily I'm still here because there's more of life to offer, and it may not come to you when you want it. Trust me, I've been in Vegas 3 years trying to figure this out. And you know that it's going to come, but it's just not coming at this time. So you are put on this planet and put in positions and put into your own little reality for a reason, to teach you things, to show you things, to become a better version of yourself, to help others maybe at the same time. Like, you're there where you are for a reason. And sometimes that sucks, but other times there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. I talk to my friend Arouge about this all the time because we're always venting about like, we want to be here, we want to be there. We're like, why? And I always joke like there's a one-way ticket to Bali waiting for me. Especially like we're coming back from California. We had 2 extra bodies and their luggage and so much food that we were bringing back that we didn't have space for. And I was like looking up flights, one-way ticket to Bali, one-way ticket to Bali. I'm like, I'll just go from here, like put my stuff in storage. Like, I'm not going back to Vegas. It was like a joke, but we made it back, thank God. But anyway, I'm going to post a picture of this little bush next to me because there are so many bumblebees. I don't know why the bumblebees are so ginormous in Vegas, but they're huge. I'm going to post it on my stories today. And I'm also going to get into stories too. So let's see where we're at in my notes, because I have so many notes for you. Okay, I went over 8 years of podcasting, what you can expect. I'm also writing. Actually, I'll hold off on that for a sec. So personal, getting older, all my triggers, all of that stuff, friendships, summer camp. Personally, I am eating healthier. I'm trying to do all the things because, not to be like TMI, but like I haven't had my period in like almost 3 months. So like, what the hell does that mean? Okay, so last time I didn't have it for 4 months, and that was my thyroid. My medicine was not enough, so I got put on a dose where on the weekend I take more, and I instantly, got it for like 10 days, and it was like awful. And if you know, you know. Now I haven't had it in months, and I'm like, okay, so am I in menopause now? Are the like heat flashes, like the hot flashes, like the fire, it feels like somebody strikes a match and it like goes into my veins and my blood? Like, is that a hot flash, or am I getting the flu? Because you know, when you get the flu, like all of a sudden you'll be living your best life, right? And then all of a sudden you'll be doing something and you're like, oh my God, you just start sweating like profusely, and you're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, like 3 hours later, you're like dying in your bed with the flu. That's what it feels like. And I asked women online like a couple months ago, I was like, is this a fucking hot flash? Because I don't even know if I want to still have kids, or like, I don't know, like this is a part of my life that's like ending a chapter of like, what if? I think that's like what my trigger is and what I'm trying to like work through. So if you're over 40 and you're single and you don't have kids, like, can you let me know like your thoughts on this? Because it's like really hard. But I'm just trying to do all the things, stay on track, fight this inflammation I had in my body. I ended up in the ER last week or the week before because I had this like excruciating hip pain, and it's SI joints. So if you're not familiar with this, seriously, just go on TikTok and you will learn so much. So I have all these screenshots of stretches I should be doing. That's my stomach, by the way, that I have not been doing, but I've been taking ibuprofen and Tylenol, and my poor liver. I went on a 10-day no alcohol cleanse, but then I'm pumping it with ibuprofen and Tylenol like every 6 hours, and that's not good either. So I feel like this week I want to do like none of that, but I need it because I'm inflamed and my joints are killing me. And now my back is killing me because I started organizing projects and I was like up and down, grabbing shit off the floor. And my lower back was like a nightmare yesterday. So I'm trying to like literally heal my body this week, but like finish all the organizing projects. But I'm definitely getting back into my routine this week, not next week. It's like a trial run, right? So like all my coaching and consulting calls are available now. My Calendly, you can book calls with me. I have Everything is Messy, which is on sale. I dropped the price to $9.97. So if you haven't yet received a copy of my book, now is the time because I just dropped the price. I'm making new recipes. I'm writing my second book. I'm working on my fourth coloring book. So the fourth one is officially going to be about animals, and I haven't posted that anywhere. But my best friend's kids inspired my coloring books. So the 2-year-old inspired the 2 to 4 age group, and that's fruits and veggies. The 6-year-old inspired the 4 to 8-year-old coloring book, and that's unicorns. The 9-year-old inspired the space coloring book, which is ages 8 to 12. And then the 12-year-old inspired the special needs coloring book, and he said he wanted animals. So my goal with this project was to, once I have enough money, run ads on the coloring books, and then each of those coloring books will go into the sales that I make from it will go into a bank account for each child. So when they're 18, they'll have like a chunk of money. So I did it for them. And they inspired them. So the fourth one is coming. Why am I so nasally? Sorry. Let me have another shot because I just saw another hummingbird. And also, would you like to see video formats of the podcast or just audio? Let me know on Instagram. I'll put a poll up maybe. But talking about inflammation and recipes and all of that, like that's coming. I'm going to start going live again, meal prepping once the kids go back to school. And then I'm manifesting so hard a trampoline. So I manifested electrolytes from TikTok Shop and 4 brands sent me electrolytes. So now I'm manifesting a trampoline. I don't want 4, I just want 1 with a handle because I get vertigo sometimes. But I have my little at-home gym. So I have my vibrating plate, my mini treadmill. I'm going to have my trampoline. I have my arm workout. I have mats so that I can do my yoga stretches for my SI joints and get my body back into where I want it because I just feel like so bloated, so fat and like full. And it's just like inflammation and it's gluten and like things that I'm doing. And I still felt like that when I stopped drinking alcohol for 10 days. So I'm trying really hard to focus on that starting now because it just, oh my God, my stomach is out of control. It's like I say gluten and then it like just is loud. Anyway, what else am I working on? Full Court Press, which is my agency for content creators, which is where I teach you how to make more money doing what you love, working with brands that are actually amazing. Because there's a lot of brands out there that don't give a shit about you. I pitch brands directly for my team. So we're working with so many brands in the health and wellness, with food, with supplements, like so many different products. I have more in the works, and that is coming this week as well for them. But if you're a content creator and you want to learn how to start making more money and become a part of a positive and uplifting community, join us in Full Court Press. I promise you will love it. I've also updated my website at kellyannecares.com. I'm developing podcasts starting next week for clients again. So if you have been wanting to launch a podcast, now is the time because I decided to do a back to school special last week. So I dropped my coaching and consulting calls half off. So they're only $200 right now for the whole month of August. And I might do September, but I'm not sure yet. And then, for podcast development, it's $1,400 off for the first 3 shows. So if you, oh my God, my stomach. If you are ready to share your story and your message and your services and whatever you want to do with a podcast, now is the time because I've never dropped the price that low, but I just felt called to do it. And that's the best thing about owning your own business and being an entrepreneur is that you can do whatever the hell you want. And I felt called to dropping the price so I could help more people launch their podcast. So I'm doing that. Coaching calls are dropped. My Everything is Messy book is dropped to $9.97. I haven't dropped the price to leverage your LinkedIn, but if you want that service, I will drop the price. Just let me know. But the calls for LinkedIn are half off. So if you are ready to leverage your LinkedIn, you want to get schooled on LinkedIn, learn all the things, like definitely invest in a call with me. I do hour calls, but honestly, I always go over because I want to make sure you have every single thing that you need to know before we hang up. So that's definitely something to look into if you want to learn anything about LinkedIn. And I've been coaching clients on LinkedIn for like 12 years now. And I myself am going to be spending more time on LinkedIn starting next week, or honestly this week, because I really did kind of start last week. I have a LinkedIn newsletter. I have almost 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. Coffee moment. That I'm so grateful for, and I do convert them over to my normal newsletter. I was on Substack for a while, as you know, but I'm still locked out of my account. I'm getting so nasally because in my podcast studio right now, aka a car, it's getting hot. But we're wrapping up the show. I'm wrapping it up. So my calendar is open back up for coaching and consulting. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But if you need another time, like seriously, just message me on Instagram. You can find me at Kellyanne Gorman Official. And anything I ever mention on the show, it's always going to be in the show notes. Or just message me online if you have a question. I'm an open book. I'm always here to help you get whatever you want out of life. This is why I got a second chance at life for myself, so that I can help you. So seriously, just message me. Guests on the show later this month, finally, after being a solo show for years. So as I mentioned before, there's a new intro, there's new graphics, there's new music, there's a whole new vibe. I'm just really, really excited. And what makes running shows free for you is me working with brands. Like, that's how you can support the show, is by clicking all the links in the show notes, supporting brands that I work with, supporting me. Like, that's how podcasts run for free. And so some of my favorite brands, I'll tell you 3, like personally, and like 3 professionally. So who do I start off with first? Okay, let's do Procera. Procera is a company based out of Utah. It's a husband and wife team, and they have this product called Dose of Glow. It's like a 3-in-1 serum. It's like crack in a bottle for your skin. I put this shit on my face one time, and my skin was different, like magically different. And the price point is so amazing because it is a 3-in-1. It has aloe in it. It's super clean. It smells amazing. You only use like a quarter of a tincture for like your face, neck, and chest. And the bottle will last you forever. It's going to hydrate, brighten, tighten, like do all the things for your skin. I've been working with them for a couple months now, as well as some stuff coming up in the future that I'll share with you later. But they're giving you $20 off because you listen to this podcast. So if you're looking for new products, and if you want a visual, always go to my TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Like, the videos are there, so you can actually see my skin. So I'm obsessed with Procera, and you'll see in my videos, trust me. They give you $20 off because you listen to the podcast. So click the link in the show notes if you want to check it out on their website. Another brand that I love, let's talk about food, is Milford Spice Company. They just moved to their warehouse, so it was like closer to where they live. It was like a whole ordeal. You could see all their stories on their own Instagram and TikTok. But they are a team in Michigan, female owned, and their spices are insane. When I went to California for the week, I used their spices in like everything I was making for like the 20 of us. And I only filmed half of it, and I was so mad about it. I was just like, so much was going on. But even when it was hot out there, like, I was on the beach filming content. I had my La Belladonna products with me, which is my SPF 50. It's 4 ingredients. It's dermatologist and oncologist approved. It is life-changing for your skin. It's translucent, but has tints. There's like 3 or 4 shades. And I've been using this product for years. A client of mine, Claudia, introduced me to them because she used to work for them. And the owner is just amazing. And their products are incredible. I'm a retired pro makeup artist, as you may or may not know, or maybe you just learned in the intro. And when it comes to clean beauty and vegan beauty and just clean products, I never wanted to switch over because they didn't have pigment for me. This brand has pigment. This is the brand that I literally use almost all of my products, except for like a few liners on my face. So every day I'm using La Belladonna. I need to have SPF on my face every damn day because of the sun, whether it's California and always in Vegas. I can't go in the car or go outside unless I have La Belladonna's LBD Women on because it's SPF 50. That is my foundation powder. It's translucent, it's loose, it takes you 2 seconds to put on your face. I put it on my hand, my neck, and my arm when I drive because I burn like the minute I walk outside. It's just so hot in Vegas. I have not had a sunburn because I use this product all of the time, and everything they create is clean. But these two specific products, their foundation powder and the LBD Women, it's like to go. It's the brush I always post about, and I had it on the beach with me because I literally was like, it's buildable coverage. I was putting it on like every few hours because I would like sweat it off or just feel like I needed more, and I didn't get a burn. So if you're interested in clean beauty, I also have a deal with La Belladonna that you can capture, which will be in the show notes. But hold on, let me take a little sippy sip. And I'm starting to sweat in the studio because I woke up 2 hours late. Even though I did get up earlier, my phone died, but thank God I got up. Anyway, so when I was talking about eating healthier and juicing and blending and smoothies and recipes and all the things, I just got a brand new juicer from Amazon for free. Do you want to know how I do that? How I shop on Amazon for free all of the time? I use Fetch Rewards, which is an app. You download it to your phone. You scan receipts every time you shop, and you can link it to your online account. So I have Albertsons, which is a grocery store here in Vegas. I have Amazon. I have Walmart. And you could do a bunch of other Target. Link all of your online shopping as well as shopping like in person. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. To the app, and you get points. I'm definitely going to sneeze. Chew. Woo, I did it. Excuse me. So, oh my God, I'm getting so stuffed up in this little studio. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I scan all of my receipts and I get points, but I share my code with everybody online, and that gives me thousands of points. So they add up. Those points can then be redeemed for gift cards. So you could go to Outback Steakhouse, you could shop at Target, you could go to Amazon. I choose Amazon all the time. That is how I get all my stuff on Amazon for free. I make a few videos a week, like download Fetch Rewards, use my code FUF9B. You're going to get 2,000 points to start. My videos get repurposed everywhere. So people are constantly using FUF9B to download Fetch Rewards using my code to start off their account with 2,000 points. There's no strings attached. Use my code Fetch Rewards FUF9B. You get 2,000 to 4,000 points free to start, and then you just scan your receipts. You get points, use your points, shop for free wherever you want. That's it. You can even donate the money if you want. There's like fundraisers. There's so much more involved. You can play games. Like, I don't do any of that shit. I just shop for free. So if you're into shopping for free on Amazon, I highly suggest you download this app. And then start sharing it with your friends and family and people online. And then you'll start shopping for free as well. And Amazon links for my teacher friends, Michelle and Mindy, they will be in the show notes. So if you want to help them clear their list, feel free to do that. But I'm so stuffed up. I hate to do this, but I have to blow my nose. I cannot believe how stuffy I am in this little studio. Please hold. Okay. So, by the way, I'm using a brown recycled napkin. Keeping it real. Repurposing content is something you absolutely have to do if you are creating any kind of content on the internet, specifically a podcast. But if you are working with brands, if you are trying to make money posting content, you have to be repurposing it. I've been using Repurpose.io pre-pandemic. 4 years I've been using them. I set up all my clients using them. It is the best company to work for. It's only, I think the first month is free, or first 2 weeks are free. Just use my link and you'll see when you sign up. But I start all of my content on TikTok. So if you watch my content, whether it is on YouTube, it's on Pinterest, it's on Instagram Reels, it's on Facebook Reels, those videos are actually coming from TikTok. That is my funnel that I've personally created. My YouTube videos of the podcast, those come from Repurpose. So I go into my account, I tell it where I want my content. So send all my TikToks to YouTube, send all my Instagrams to LinkedIn, send all of my podcasts to YouTube, send all of my Facebook Reels to YouTube, send all of my TikTok videos to Facebook Reels. See what I'm saying? And it takes 5 minutes to set up. That's it. So if you are interested in saving time, money, and energy when it comes to creating content on the internet, you need repurpose.io. And if you have any questions, seriously, just slide into my DMs and I will answer them for you. I'm so passionate about the brands that I work with because I have interviewed them personally. I only work with brands that I've used for a long time myself before I ever introduce them to my community, the members of my content creating agency, or you. So trust me when I say these brands and these services are amazing. Backblaze is another one that I use to back up all my content, basically my entire life on the internet, but also like on my desktop. So if you're one of those people that are paranoid about like backing content up, like just backing photos, everything on your computer, like every first of the month, I have this ritual where I do like all the things. So I have numbers that I track for all of my stats, money, bills, like literally everything. Back up my computer, run all the security checks, prepare my content, my weeks, my planner, like all of that. Back up all of my stuff. I use Backblaze. So if you want to try it out for a month for free, it'll back up all your content. It just runs in the background. Anything that's on your desktop as well as your external hard drive. I think I have a couple terabytes on my external hard drive. I got it from Amazon years ago and it's called Passport, I think. It's in my Amazon store. Just saw a hummingbird coffee moment. That's the one I use. It's so old. I've had it forever. And I'm trying to figure out how many terabytes, but it's multiple terabytes. So there's so much storage. And what I have on there is like cruise ship photos, yacht photos, like my whole life when I traveled for 10 years, a million podcast episodes, videos, like everything for my clients. Like you need an external hard drive. So on the first of the month, I do all of these things, these tasks. It's literally like a ritual. Like I get excited when I do it, like map out my month, do all this. I just did it. And so I organize and delete all my photos and my phone to like give myself fresh new energy and storage and all of that. And then I do it with my external hard drive on my desktop and all the things. So I highly suggest setting up like a ritual and like tasks on the first of the month to wrap up your previous month, especially if you're in business. I have so many videos on this, but I'll actually do more shows on this. But again, everything you need to know will be in the show notes. So just click those links and message me anytime and I'll be sure to help you out. If you have a brand or you have a story and you are ready to share it with the rest of the world, like meaning 101 countries that the show is in now, message me on Instagram because I would love to talk to you. So whether you want to be a guest on the show, whether you have a brand that you're launching or you need more eyes and ears on it, like let me help you do that. That's what this show is all about. Sharing is caring. I've been saying it in the outro forever, which by the way, there's some more outro. So you know where to find me. There's more behind the scenes that I want to start sharing with you. Well, I'll just tell you now, like projects that I've been working on is obviously this podcast. And Arouge, I've mentioned before, like she did my cover art. She's always there for me. I'm always there for her. Like you need an online bestie. And as I mentioned earlier, like I was telling my friends' kids because they were so confused, like, how have you never seen her in real life? And even my best friend, she's like, that's so weird to me. And they've seen each other on FaceTime, but she's like, it's just so weird to me. I'm like, unless you run a business on the internet, like you'll never understand that. It's just funny. But we've been working on stuff like that. And then one of my clients, I've just finished designing an e-commerce site for her on Shopify, which I love. And she has an exclusive denim line that launches today. It's called 1 in a Million by Susie McColgan. The link will be in the show notes. You have to check this out. There's only one piece per item. And if you're not familiar with Susie, I've been working with her for like almost 2 years now. And she is the one that painted the viral Taylor Swift portrait. It's like 6 feet tall. And now she's getting into apparel. So there's more to come on that, but I will give you the exclusive link for you to look at right now before she officially launches, like officially to her community. I'll hook you up and I'll give you the link. So check out the show notes for that. And she's also offering free shipping. Do you know how huge that is? I just had to pay $9.99 for shipping for Ninja. But I desperately needed my lid because I broke it. And I was like, well, everything happens for a reason, because now I can share with you that you get $20 off all your Ninja products. Before, I couldn't offer that. I could only offer you $10. But now I can offer you $20 off any Ninja product. So if you're looking on ninjakitchen.com, you are dying to get a Ninja product, click the link in the show notes, because that's going to hook you up. I was like, well, everything happens for a reason. I'm like, $9.99? Like, I was so annoyed. But anyway, before I get fully congested, because I don't obviously have the car on, because you'll hear the engine running and I need the AC blown. I'm so stuffed up right now. This is why I needed to wake up at 5 a.m., but at least I still got up earlier, right? And this just goes to show you, like, nothing's perfect. Everything is messy. It's always going to be messy. It's up to you to figure out how you can get organized to become the most productive version of yourself, whether that's in business and life. And it's all going to work out, okay? It's all going to work out. I cannot wait for you to hear from the guests that are coming on the show later this month and in the future, because I've lined up so many already. I'm so excited. But next Monday, I am solo for the first time in months. Back to school. My camp is officially ending this week, and I'm kind of sad about it, but also excited to be back developing shows, working on my 4th coloring book, my 2nd personal growth book, and you're going to be the first ones to know about all of that. So if you're not subscribed to my email list, do that, because sometimes you'll get that before the podcast goes live. So that way we're just always connected, because I have so much more to share. But if you have a program, product, or service you want to share, a story you want to share on the podcast, please message me. Just message me on Instagram. It's fine. We can send voice memos back and forth. We can do it however you want. If you want to work with me, you want to pick my brain, all my coaching calls are half off. Again, if you want to launch a podcast of your very own, it's $1,400 off for full development. Or if you just want to hop on a call with me and just ask me like a million questions, it's half off. Like, take advantage of this now before all the slots get filled up, and they will get filled up, because I only have a limited time for that, because I myself am running a business, and then I have clients on the side, then I have my agency, and then I have my team members, and then I have all my personal projects I'm trying to do before the holidays, and it comes fast. Like, my summer camp went by so fast. I'm gonna be sad about not being a camp counselor. Seriously, it's hitting me now. This is my last week, but I guess I can put that on my resume. Should I add that to my LinkedIn? Running a camp. But I think my max, I had 7 kids. That was my max day. But we went to the pool, so it was easier, but I was still like lifeguard on duty. But it has been so much fun. And I'm just so grateful that I'm in this environment to be surrounded by these amazing kids, because they belong to all of my best friends. And shout out to all of them, because they're the ones that have helped me survive like the last 3 years. So Zoe, Monique, Carolina, Michelle, Mindy, all of you, especially Rouge. Like, I don't know what I would do without you guys, and I just want to pay it back to you. So if you have a business, I'm always going to share it. If you are, oh my God, that bumblebee is massive. I need to post these. I'm like so like all over the place right now. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I hope how long have I been rambling? Oh my God, 42 minutes. Well, we needed a catch up. I'm going to, in the future, hopefully have like shorter, more frequent solo episodes, and then like a longer one, like 45 minutes, maybe to an hour, depending on what we're talking about with my guests. So again, if you have a program, product, service, or story you want to share, message me on Instagram. You can find me at Kellyanne Gorman Official. And if you're one of my besties in real life or online, I love you. And thank you so much for supporting me and always sharing my content. And I'm going to do the same for you always and forever, because I'm so grateful for you and to you and of you and all of the things. And I think that's it. So there's no more outro. So this is it. We end here. I'm switching things up with the podcast. You didn't listen to the full intro. Please go back and listen to it, because I wrote that very, very specific just for you. So again, hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, all the things. If you're a content creator, come join us in Full Court Press. And there's so much more to come. And I cannot wait to share my interviews with you with my new guests. I cannot wait. But again, if you want to be with one of them, message me today. I love you. Thank you for listening. Bye.